Gary Goldstein at CMO Club, and I'm here with Michael Grasso from TXU Energy. Michael, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So is this your first CMO experience?
It's my first CMO conference.
But you've been to chapter dinners.
I've been to a lot of chapter dinners in Dallas. I haven't gotten to visit the other cities yet.
And what are some of the more innovative ways you go about communicating these assets to your prospective clients?
Sure. So we come out of a traditional world. So our consumers are 80% movers and 20% of people who are just waking up and deciding they want to change their provider because they want to get a lower price or a different bill size. So we're typically trying to be in the market all the time, year round, 365 days a year, because people are moving all the time. And in Texas, we get 1,000 new people a day that move to Texas. So we always have new opportunities to educate on our products and services. So we come from a traditional world, used a lot of broadcast. And today we use a lot of broadcast, but we also use a tremendous amount of digital. So everything from search engine marketing to a lot of targeting and retargeting over the web, partnering through a lot of different properties on the web and off the web, and then also using a number of different technical approaches within the broadcast category.
So what are whether it's in your sector or otherwise, Michael, what are some of the more interesting, sort of disruptive, innovative, imaginative campaigns or strategies that it might be within your company, but in the marketplace in general that you've observed over the last year?
I think where the market is really interesting today is this interesting convergence around mobile. So I've been a huge advocate of mobile for a number of years, and we've seen this adoption from consumers that's growing, and it's growing extremely quickly. So we've all gotten used to doing more and more on a smaller and smaller screen. We talk a lot about tablets, but I see that 9 times out of 10, people are really working off of their smartphone. And a lot of individuals in the marketplace today aren't even going so far as to get a PC any longer. They're satisfied with that smartphone. So I think when I think about converging technologies and some of the interesting campaigns that are happening is how we reach individuals on that small screen, and then how we take them from that small screen through a transaction. So as in a services category, for me, that is something as simple as somebody who's saying, I'm moving into a new home, or I'm moving my business between locations. I need electricity service, right? So they type in electricity, energy, Texas, turn my lights on, whatever it is that's their catchphrase. I need to find that consumer, intercept them, get an offer in front of them, and then get them to transact. And technology is such today that they can see a banner ad on a mobile phone, they can tap it once, and it automatically dials the right phone number for them based on where they are, and puts them in touch with a human that can help them transact. Or they can choose to go down the path and order on a mobile phone. And both of those, I think, are really unique, and you're seeing a lot of technology come out, whether it's take a picture of your credit card and we'll transact it for you, take a picture of your bill and we'll tell you how to save, take a picture of something else, somehow using the technology in the mobile device and that consumer's intent and that transaction to change the course of the buying behavior.
So the instantaneous, seamless experience from the customer perspective.
It is, taking them from where they are, using that small form device and the technology in it, and then taking them through a transactional experience and simplifying it, because it's all about low effort for our customers. The number one trending activity in business today is reducing the effort that's required to transact. And that's really what I think a lot of the mobile technology is doing. And the companies that are doing it right, that are making it easy to use, are the companies that I think are going to win.
Interesting. So it's ease of use and then sort of going above the fray to deliver value, as you described earlier, in areas of relevance for them that speak to their needs. Mm-hmm. So they feel like that's really becomes the value differentiator.
That's definitely a starting point for it. And then it's what is the product and service that you're going to deliver to that customer. And there are so many different ways that you can create unique product experiences and create value. If we can do it in energy, then anybody can really do it. And we've done it by looking at the customer and how they use energy. And we created a product, for example, one of the products we created was free nights. So it kind of took a page out of the work we had done in wireless marketing about a decade ago and applied it to energy and create a product where your energy charges at night are free. So you pay a slightly higher charge during the day, and then it's completely free at night from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You look at that and you say, well, that's pretty obvious. You know what? Nobody had ever done it before. We put a simple label on it, called it TXU Energy Free Nights, and I've sold over 100,000 of them.
what you're describing is actually really fascinating. If you dug down and said, okay, there's some things that I've learned, especially over the last year in terms of where we're going, or there's some wisdom, some golden nuggets that you would share with some of your peers who aren't able to be here, what might that be?
I think the first one would be that technology is continuing to change the way that we market in so many different ways. I think we default to, well, technology is changing marketing because it's fragmenting media. Sure, it's fragmenting media, but that's such a small piece of the overall puzzle, right? With technology, we can do things today that we were never able to do before. The way that we create engagement with customers, the way that we build our products, the way that we infuse technology into our products. And that can be technology that comes from data, or it can be technology that comes from the technology itself, whether that's RFID technology or something else, using connected devices and Bluetooth between a device and a smartphone or some other part of a network interconnect. So I really think it is about the way that technology is changing the way that we market.
Well, it is a great pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
I enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.